In this episode, we are calculating time from our Smart Start, page 11, for the week dated October 14th. Hi boys and girls, in this week's lesson, you will calculate the time interval between two events, and we may perform the four operations on units of time. Let's engage. Look carefully at the envelope. Notice the circular stamp. It is called a postmark. It marks the date that the Postal Service accepts custody of the piece of mail. If Mr. Gunster collected the letter on October 4, for how long was this letter in the custody of the Postal Service? So even though this is quite faint, I think it's from September 22nd. So from September 22nd to October 4th, there are 11 clear days between the 22nd and the 4th. So we would have the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, the 28th, the 29th. That's 7 days already. So that's 1 week. The 29th, then the 30th, 8 days. The 1st, that would make 9. The 2nd would make 10. The 3rd would make the 3rd of October would make 11 days. All right, so that's how we would get that. So let's explore. Do you know what is elapsed time? And when do we need to measure it? Elapsed time is the length of time between a start time and an end time. You might use it to find out how long a movie lasts or the length of time it took to walk between two locations. Name two of your daily activities for which we can calculate elapsed time. Two I have here are travel time to school. So leaving your home at a particular time, how much time has elapsed between that time and the time that you get to school? And the lunchtime, between the start of your lunch period and the end of your lunch period. The elapsed time may be within an hour, less than an hour, between days, weeks, months, or years. Look at this. Two players started playing a game of chess at 1:15 p.m. The game ended at 3:18 p.m. How much time elapsed from the time when they started playing up to when they stopped? To calculate the elapsed time, subtract the earlier time from the latter. That is 3:18, that's the later time. And then from that you're going to take the earlier time, which is 1:15. So 5 from 8 would give us 3 because 3 and 5 make 8. 1 from 1 would be 0. And for the hours, we would say 3 hours, and we're going to take out 1, leaving us with 2. So the answer, therefore, the elapsed time would be 2 hours and 3 minutes. Can you think of another way to calculate the elapsed time between two events? Explain. And here we have another possible way. You may also use a number line to calculate elapsed time. So each mark on the number line here represents 10 minutes. Let's try to answer this question. What is the elapsed time between 3:40 and 4:50? So it says identify 3 o'clock on the timeline and count 40 minutes and mark the spot on the timeline. Mark 4:50 as well. Now make moves from 3:40 to 4. So that would be 2 movements. Then from 4 to 4:50, that would be 5 movements. All right, so you jump 5 times. It says now, write down the number of hours and then add 2 sets of minutes. So if we were to do that, we would have, in terms of the minutes, we're going to have 2 sets of 10 minutes before 4 o'clock and then 5 sets of 10 minutes after 4 o'clock. What will we have in all? We will have 70 minutes in all. Within that 70 minutes, we are going to get 1 hour and 10 minutes. All right? And if we were to do it regularly and do our subtraction, we should be getting that 1 hour and 10 minutes. You work it out and let me know if you have gotten the same thing. Let's move on to number 2. Calculating between months, weeks, and days. So it says here, so we have a calendar here. We see March 2019 and on the other April 2019. It says, for example, Nell's birthday was March 20 and Onelia's birthday April 23rd. How much time would have elapsed between the two dates? Now, when it says between, you can't use any of the dates that they have given you. You have to look at the space between those two dates. You can't include the upper limit or the lower limit. All right. So it says procedure. This is how we're going to do it. Count the number of days between the two dates, starting the day after the first date was given, and that's March 20th. So we would start now at the 21st. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days in March. 11. And we're going to the 23rd, 11, starting April now. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 days. So the answer would be 33 days between the 20th of March and the 23rd of April. Share your understanding. Write here 3 different situations for which you may be asked to calculate the elapsed time. Explain in one sentence how to calculate one of them. So I have a few here that just come to mind. We are going on a school trip and the bus leaves at a particular time and we get back at a particular time. How would we calculate the elapsed time? So we would subtract the earlier time, the time of departure, from the time of arrival. All right. Flying to New York, that's another situation. Or the time left for our PEP exams. So we could make that calculation by looking at the date when the exam is due and subtracting today's date from that. All right. Now, in real life, extend and evaluate. For her 9th birthday, Amoy went for a trip in a hot air balloon. So we have here the time and the height above ground in meters. And the writing here is very small. I hope that I'm not making any mistakes. After my calculation, you can leave a comment in that comment section below and we can make any corrections if necessary. But based on what I'm able to see at this point, it says here, for how long did the balloon stay above 250? So I have for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So how did I arrive at that? I am using the table to say she got to 250 meters at 3:30 and by 5:30 she was back down to 150 meters. I will use the 3:30 point as the beginning and I will use the 5 o'clock point when she got back to 250 meters as the end. So I'm going to subtract from 5 o'clock 3:30 and that should give me 1 hour 30 minutes. Now it says here between 150 meters at 3 and 100 meters at 5:30, how much time did the balloon spend in the air? So I'm going to do that subtraction. 5:30. I'm going to subtract 3 3 o'clock from that, and I should get 2.5 hours. So you do your own calculations to verify this. If you come up with anything different from that, leave it in the comment section below so we can all benefit from any corrections that are made. All right, good luck with calculating time. See you in the next episode.